So today during the state of the game, we got some crazy news about new exotics, new high-end weapons, high-end gear, and then even a new gear set coming to the Division 2. Now, the first exotic we're going to get into is the Capacitor. Now, this one comes with assault rifle damage, damage to armor, and health damage, and then the special talent on their shooting enemies build stacks to a cap of 50. Each stack grants 1% skill damage, so that's a total of 50% skill damage. After 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier you have, you gain 5% weapon damage, which is crazy because if you're building if you have a skill build that has 6 skill tier, that means that you could have 30% extra weapon damage just on your build running a skill build. So definitely a fan favorite right here. I can tell right off the bat, a lot of people will be running this with skill builds. Now, if we get into our next item, which is another exotic, yes, this is an exotic shotgun. Look how bad this bad boy looks. Now, this one is actually called the Scorpio, and it's an exotic 612 shotgun. So, thing you guys need to keep in mind is with this weapon, it's not going to be each pellet shot, it's going to be each shot. So when I read the name of the talent, you'll know what I mean. So the Scorpio comes with shotgun damage, damage to armor, and critical hit damage. Now, the talent on here, Scorpio Shock, is pretty impressive. Now, shooting a target applies stacks of venom, which lasts 10 seconds. Increasing stacks add more severe debuffs to the target. So 1 stack is poison, 3 stacks is disorient, 6 stacks is shock, 7 target takes additional 20% damage from all sources. Stacks no longer increase, and that's pretty insane. Now remember, it's per shot, not per pellet, so every time you shoot it and you hit that stack, that's how it stacks up. Now for PvP, the stacks will be different. They did mention that, so don't worry, it won't be OP in PvP. Now, when I got to take a look at the new exotic holster, I fell in love right away. Just the amount of possibilities you can do with this, I think a lot of people will be using it. And it's really cool to see that they're really focusing this patch on skill builds, since it's been a while since we've had a skill build patch. Now, this one is called Waveform. It comes with skill tier, skill damage, skill haste, and then the talent on here is really what makes it. Generate a stack of 3% skill damage on one of your skills every second, capping at 10 stacks. That's 30% extra skill damage. After 10 seconds at the cap, the stacks transfer to your other skill. The process then repeats. So I can't wait to see how this turns out with a lot of skills, when one skill is just dominating and then it switches and then the other skill is dominating. This could actually be a really nice piece for the gear set I'll talk about in a few. Now, the next item they got into was a high-end sniper rifle that is coming to title update 12. Now, this one also is focused on skill builds. Now, it comes with future perfection. Weapon kills grant +1 skill tier for 19 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Weapon kills at skill tier 6 grant that overcharge for 15 seconds, and then the overcharge cooldown is 90 seconds. Now, this comes with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, and damage to targets out of cover. It's actually a pretty solid sniper rifle that you could put as a secondary to any of those nice skill builds. We also got a new high-end assault rifle, and when I tell you this one is probably one that I will be using on most of my builds, I'm not lying. Now, if you guys know the talent perfectly in sync, you guys will know that it was on no other weapon but the Harmony. Well, now we actually get it on this assault rifle right here, and you guys know what it does. 20% skill damage when you're hitting enemies, 20% weapon damage when your skills are hitting it, and it's doubled when you guys are both in sync. So that's 40% extra skill damage, 40% extra weapon damage. An insane weapon to put it on, and this one comes with assault rifle damage, health damage, and damage to armor. Now, you can re-roll any of those core attributes. So I can see the test subject being that go-to skill build assault rifle. So we got a first look at the battery pack, a new name backpack that comes with perfectly calculated kills from cover, reduce skill cooldowns by 15%. Now, this also comes on the new brand set Express International, 10% skill health, 10% skill damage, and 10% skill efficiency for the 3-piece. Very excited to see a lot of new brand sets focused on skills. Now that same brand set has a named chest piece called Caesar's Guard. Now this comes with Perfectly Skilled, probably one of my favorite talents to run on like a Seeker build. Perfectly Skilled, what it does is skill kills have 30% chance to reset skill cooldowns. Now it also comes on that new brand set, Express International. And then we get into our new gear set. Yes, we have a new gear set dropping in Title Update 12. You guys know with the new season, season 4, we'll have all these new brand sets that I talked about and all these new exotics. Now the new gear set is really impressive. Now this is the rigger gear set, and now this one, we're gonna look at the backpack talent before we break it down. It comes with complete uptime. Canceling your skills will reset their cooldowns. So that right there alone, just looking at that, is pretty insane. Now the 2-piece is gonna give us 15% skill haste, 3-piece is gonna give us the 15% skill duration, and then that 4-piece, 10 and befriend. Interacting with your deploy skills grants the skill 25% skill damage for 10 seconds. This buff cannot be refreshed. Interacting includes using deploy skills, changing the skill's target, which you do right with any of your turrets, and then healing the skill. So already having that 25% skill damage for 10 seconds consistently, because most of the time you're always switching targets with any of your turret builds, I can already see this set being the go-to set for skill builds. And it just gets better. Yes, it gets better because once we head over to the chest piece, this is insane amount of damage. So look at the chest piece, what the chest piece reads, right? Increase the damage buff from 25% to 50%. So if we can have a consistent 50% damage buff, there is nothing in the game right now that's gonna give you more damage than that on a chest piece. So obviously, when you put this bad boy together, you're more likely than not going to run the chest piece. And if you really like the backpack on always having your skills consistently and never having them on cooldown, well, this might be the set for you. And then you still have 2 slots. You could throw on the other exotic holster. You could throw on another exotic piece. It's really up to you. Or you could even patch it up with the BTSU gloves. A lot of different things you can do with this build. So we will see what happens during the PTS. They are gonna have a PTS this Friday, Wave 1. So if you wanna test out any of these new brand sets, gear sets, exotics, this is going to be the PTS for you. Now, one thing I did want to mention is I didn't mention at the very beginning was for all these exotics, gear sets, brand sets, they come from the season 4 track, except for the new exotic Capacitor that comes from completing 5 challenges on one summit run. So 1 through 100, complete 5 summit challenges and you will unlock this exotic. After that, all you have to do is farm ARs and it will drop there. So let me know what you guys think about the new exotics, the new gear sets, the new brand sets, the new high ends coming to the Division 2 and Title Update 12 and Season 4. I will see you guys in the next one, but until then, Nothing But Skills is out.